Hey friends, Mrs. Matley here to show you a little bit on how to use and discover using Google Maps. So first you just need to click on the link to get to Google Maps. And once it loads, you are going to probably see a map of Connecticut. So you need to find your country. So obviously you want to zoom out a little bit using the zoom out button right in the corner here. And then you can find your country. So let's pretend that my country is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, in order to explore a little bit more, I'm going to pick up the little man. Here he is. Hey, little man. And I'm going to see that there's not many options of places I can drop the little man down in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but that is okay. And you may find that with some of your countries, that there are not a lot of places to drop the little man down, but you're going to make it work. So I'm going to drop the little man down on this right here. It's going to take me to this place in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And you can see down here on this first map, or this picture, I'm sorry, it's a little photosphere, and it tells you the name of the place in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So that's when I would go back to my worksheet and I type in the name of the place, city, town that I'm exploring. If it's not identified, you could just say place name not identified, but 99.9% of the time it is identified. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my mouse and I'm just going to explore this cool place in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And I'm going to use my knowledge of physical and human geographic features and I'm going to describe this place. So I can look very carefully and I can see some sort of, I'm hitting the zoom button here. Ooh, love the zoom button. Can see some sort of huts that are houses. I would probably want to describe those as human geography evidence. Keep going. There's definitely a lot of people around. Perhaps this is a place where they come to relax. Not quite sure. I'm going to zoom in over here. This looks like some sort of a tower. Interesting. Maybe I want to add that to my list of evidence. So you're just going to go look around and explore, and anything that you see, you can describe in detail. I can describe that the water looks a little bit rough, maybe under the physical geography evidence. Go back and say that there's a lot of rocks around. You can see some trees in the background, looks very foresty. That's probably about it. I mean, you could describe a little bit more. Maybe you could describe the type of trees if you can identify trees, which I can't, so I'm not going to describe what type of trees they are. But you're just going to take the time to explore and learn a little bit more. And then when you're ready, you can click over here. It'll bring you back to the map. And then you can drop the little man down, and then I can drop it down in the other area in the Democratic Republic of Congo. There we go. Ooh, look at this. And it has dropped me down in the Atlantic Palace Hotel. Very interesting. So go back to my chart. I type in Atlantic Palace Hotel. And I just look around. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is fancy. Definitely very different than what we just saw. So I take a moment to explore and this photosphere. And the cool thing is with this place is there's other pictures that you can look at. They're probably not the Atlantic Palace Hotel, but it might be other pictures from within the area. Ooh, that's cool. That looks like a really old picture. Look at those cars. That you can just kind of sit and explore. Ooh, look at that. Nice in the ocean. different hotels. Ooh, you can see the city. It looks more like a city developing. So it gives you a lot more to talk about other than just this one photosphere, which is still pretty cool. And like I said, once you're ready, you can click back to map and you can explore a different place in your country. So please remember that, if I zoom out here, there's some areas of the world that have a lot of different places you can drop little man. I mean, we look at Europe here, it's full. We look at United States, it's full. Iceland has a lot too. So you might want to zoom into those. But then there's also some areas that are going to be fairly limited. So just keep that in mind with your country. But have fun, explore, and Google Maps is amazing. Bye.